everyone, myself Bhautik Trivedi, working as an assistant professor in IT ICT department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. I will explain you the concept of interior and exterior routing in routing concept in advanced networking protocol subject. So let's start with the concept of interior and exterior routing. So first of all of you know, so what is the meaning of internet? So internet is generally divided into the different autonomous system. So the internet is directly divided into the different autonomous system, and autonomous system means what? So autonomous system is a group of networks and routers under the authority of a single administration. Means for any particular company or any particular organization, autonomous system is a group of networks and routers. So let's start with the interior and exterior routing in a detailed manner. So first of all, the most important two important routing concept, interior and exterior. So what is the meaning of interior routing? So interior routing means routing inside an autonomous system. And what is the meaning of exterior routing? Routing between an autonomous system, that is known as a exterior routing. So according to that, what is the difference? So routing inside an autonomous system, that can be considered as an interior routing, and routing between an autonomous system, that can be considered as a exterior routing. After that, another important point regarding interior and exterior routing, which particular protocol that is the part of that? So RIP and OSPF, that is the part of interior routing, and BGP, that is the part of exterior routing. What is the full form of RIP? Routing Information Protocol. What is the full form of OSPF? Open Shortest Path First. And what is the full form of BGP? Border Gateway Protocol. So up to this, at least 2 points you know regarding the interior and exterior routing. And third important thing, for the interior routing, each autonomous system can choose its own interior routing protocol. And exterior routing protocol means what? Only one exterior routing protocol is usually used for the exterior routing. So up to this, at least 3 important points. First one, inside an autonomous system, between an autonomous system, each autonomous system can choose its own protocol. Here only one protocol for the exterior routing, and the example, that is the RIP and OSPF for the interior routing and BGP for the exterior routing. After that, here you just see the diagram, the popular routing protocol. So whenever you talk about the popular routing protocol, that is generally divided into 2 parts. One, that is the interior, second one, that is the exterior. Interior protocol supported the 2 names, one that is the RIP and second one that is the OSPF, and exterior supported 1 name, that is known as a BGP. So after that, one example, how I represent interior and exterior routing in a network. If I want to demonstrate the network view with using the different router, how I can demonstrate this? So here you just see one example for that. Here in this particular example, using the 4 router, R1, R2, R3 and R4. R1, R2, R3 and R4 generally using the interior and exterior routing protocol. How I represent the interior routing protocol and how I represent the exterior routing protocol. So solid thin lines, that can be the representation style for the interior routing protocol, and broken thick lines, that is generally used for the representation of the exterior routing protocol. So here you just see the diagram. That's the different autonomous system. So according to this particular figure, total 4 autonomous system, 1, 2, 3 and 4. All of you know, if I directly use the concept of interior routing protocol, so interior routing protocol always inside an autonomous system. And whenever you talk about the exterior routing protocol, so exterior routing protocol always between an autonomous system. So here you just see whatever the thick lines. So thick lines, that can be the representation style for which particular purpose? One for the interior and one for the exterior. So solid thick lines, that is generally used for the interior protocol. And whenever the dotted line, dashed line, that can be the representation style for the exterior routing protocol. So up to this, whatever the discussion, that is totally regarding the interior routing protocol and exterior routing protocol, and how I represent the interior routing protocol and exterior routing protocol in a network view. So that's the diagram for that. After that, the most important protocol, all of you know, interior and exterior. Interior protocol supported the two, one that is known as a RIP and second one that is known as a OSPF. So RIP stands for Routing Information Protocol and OSPF stands for Open Shortest Path First. And exterior routing protocol supported one, that is the BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. So here you just see, let's start with the concept of RIP. What is the meaning of RIP? Routing Information Protocol. So routing information protocol generally supported which particular technique? That is totally based on DV routing. What is the meaning of DV routing? DV routing means distance vector routing. And if I want to calculate the different routing table concept, how I calculating the routing table? So for this, using the concept that is known as Bellman-Ford algorithm. So Bellman-Ford algorithm generally used for which purpose? That is used for the routing information protocol calculation. So here must remember one thing, mainly two important points. First one, that is the distance vector routing, and second one, that is known as a Bellman-Ford algorithm for calculating the routing tables. After that, then after some talk about the concept of the DV routing. So what is the meaning of DV routing? DV routing means distance vector routing. So distance vector routing means each router periodically share its knowledge about the entire internet with its neighbor. But how? So mainly three important points for that. First one, sharing the knowledge about the entire autonomous system. Second one, sharing only with neighbors. And third one, sharing at regular intervals. So most important 3 points. Again I repeat this. Sharing knowledge about the entire autonomous system, sharing only with its neighbors, and third one, sharing at regular intervals. So that is regarding the concept of distance vector routing. After that, how I update the information with using the concept of routing information protocol. So one algorithm for that. So first one, must remember one thing, routing table updated at which particular position, in which particular situation. So routing table is updated on a receipt of a RIP response message. So whenever you receive the response RIP message, at that time the routing information protocol table updated. So must remember one thing, after receiving a response RIP message, then after you directly add one hop to the hop count for each advertised destination. So this is the important point regarding whenever you receive the RIP response message. So that's the one algorithm for that. Must remember the algorithm. First thing, if destination not in a routing table, so at that time you can directly add the advertised information to the table. That is the first point. Otherwise, as condition, if next of field is the same, so you can directly replace the re-entry in a table. Otherwise, if advertised hop count smaller than 1 in the table, you can directly performing the replacement. So this is the algorithm, but how I represent this particular algorithm? So we using one example, if all of you just see the particular example for that. So this is the example. This is the most important thing. If you know this, so you can directly know the distance vector routing algorithm in a proper manner. So here you just see, first of all, I directly put the old routing table and new routing table. So currently I know the old routing table only, and I directly generate the new routing table with using the combination of old routing table plus response message from C. So here you just see total number of network here in an old routing table: net 1, net 2, net 6, net 8, net 9. Each and every routing table supported the 3 compartments. First one, that is the network. Second one, that is the distance. And third one, that is the next hop. Again I repeat, first one, that is the network. Second one, that is the distance. Third one, that is the next hop. So according to this, that supported the different distance and different next hop. After that, RIP message from C. So RIP message from C, that can be treated as a one kind of response message. So net 2, net 3, net 6, net 8 and net 9 means response message comes from this particular network. So net 1, so currently network 1, that's not in a response message. So here you just see no news, so do not change, means whatever the content of net 17A, that can be directly put in a new routing table. So up to this, that is regarding the concept of network 1. Network 2, so network 2 supported the 2 and then after the next hop, that is the C. Here net 2, 4 and next hop, that is the C, means same next hop. So same next hop, so you can directly put the replacement. So whatever the net 2, 4, so every incremented by 1, so net 2, 5, so your new routing table look like net 2, 5, C. After the net 3, response from C, net 3, 8. But in an old routing table, no entry for the network 3. So means a new router added. So you can directly put net 3, 9, C in a new routing table. So up to this, net 1, net 2, net 3 over. Net 6. So here net 6, 8, F. Here net 6, 4, C. So here you just see different next hop, new hop count smaller than this. So you can directly put the replacement. So your new routing table look like net 6, then after incremented by 1, so that becomes 5 and then C. Net 8, 4E, net 8, 4 C. So here whatever the entry, you can directly put this net 8, 4E, net 9, 4F, net 9, 5C. So here different next hop, so new hop count, that is the larger than old, so you can not performing the any replacement, so do not change. So whatever the entry, net 9, 4F. So this is the technique for the distance vector. With using this, you can directly generating a new routing table from the old routing table with using the concept of response from any particular router. So this is regarding the concept of the distance vector. After that, how by initializing the routing table? So with using the 2.1, that is the configuration file, and second one, that is the hop count. And last important point regarding this in a particular session, how I update the routing table. So here you just see this particular figure. If you know this and then after another diagram, so that's the last point for the particular session. So here you just see the router A is connected with the 3 network, 14, 78 and 23. Router B connected with the another 2 networks. So this is the direct entry. So network ID, then after the distance and then after the next hop. So every time next hop, that is the dash. Why? Because this router is connected to the network directly. So distance is equal to 1 and then after the network ID. How I represent, how I update this routing table, so that's the next diagram. So all of you just see total number of network in a particular diagram. So total number of network, one network that is 8, second one that is 14, third one that is 23, 55, 66, 78 and 92. So here you just see 14, 78 and 23 is directly connected with the A. So at that time distance is equal to 1 and no next hop. But if I want to traverse from the router A to 55, so how I can traverse this? So A to net 14, A to B router and B to 55. So here you just see the distance is equal to 2 and next hop is equal to B. So this is the way you can directly perform the different operation for this distance vector routing table or routing information protocol. So here I explain only one point for this. So with using this concept, you can directly perform for the different router. So that's all about the concept of the interior and exterior routing. What is the difference between that? What is the meaning of interior? What is the meaning of exterior? Then after some talk about the routing information protocol. Then after some talk about the distance vector routing. And then after example of the distance vector routing with one proper example. So that's all about the today's session. Thank you for watching.